Could this be my favorite fountain pen that I've found? I'll show you some other pens that I have. Like this one is a twist. You twist it off and then there you go. And then I have these, which I have not opened. Did I get disappointed with these? I'm not sure. Let's open them together. So wait. So this one just, I don't know if you can you just see the coolness of this pen? We'll try it in the video. Okay. I had already filled this pen with ink, so that's why I did not show you me filling it up, because I had already done it. The ink that I'm using in this pen is a Noodler's ink, and I end up showing you another Noodler's ink in the video. This one is a red, but the red is like a black red kind of color. It's so beautiful and delightful. If I remember to put that in the description, I will put it in so you can see what I'm talking about. I love the way they made this pen. I love that it refills the way it does. I feel like the nib is not, do you see that little nudge on the side, the little notch? I guess that's to put it in properly every time so you don't mess up. That's a great little genius solution for, I guess, whatever you have to do to make this kind of pen, a clicky pen. So you have the barrel and the pen, and you put it together. I always make sure that when I connect the pen to the cartridge, I wipe the front, because you never know if the ink is like gonna sit there and if it's gonna get sticky or clog your pen. So you're better safe than sorry, so just wipe it off. I love that this pen has like a little clip so you can attach it to your shirt, and because it's a fountain pen, it's upside down when you put it in your shirt so it doesn't leak all over your shirt, which is amazing. Here I'm just showing you how I've been fixing the paintbrushes. It turns out it wasn't India ink, so they are going to get saved, which I'm glad. And here I'm just showing you what I did to clean out the barrel, because it turns out I can open up these and get them really clean on the inside. So that's what I did to make sure that there wasn't gonna, like, a clog wasn't gonna happen or anything. And I end up showing you how to open and close this pen, just in case you have this kind of pen and you were curious as to how I did it. Now there's like a little silver barrel on the top of the pen. That's the only thing that you should turn when trying to open it. If you turn it with the top portion, it's going to move the little plunger up and down on the pens, and that's not what you're trying to do. Unless it is what you're trying to do, then that's exactly what you need to do. And here I'm just showing you how I rolled up the paper towel so that it was long enough but not like thick enough, like too thick that it won't fit in there. And then I just kind of twist it in all the way down to the bottom, or as far as I can get it, because this one didn't go as far down as the first one. But it went far enough to like suck up any of the too much of the moisture, you know what I mean? So I gave it a little tippity tap and it's clean enough. And then I just open up the same paper towel and clean out the other portion of the pen. And here I am struggling to close it again. It's not difficult to close, just, you know, if you're spinning the top part, the bottom part is not going to like secure. So you just have to hold it weird, like awkwardly. And then here I just wanted to show you how the pen fills up. I thought it was so cool. It just kind of like suctions up once you turn that little knob. I thought it was cool. And yeah, you can use this paintbrush as a water brush or as like a watercolor brush with different colors in it, which I thought is pretty cool. And then here we have the sketching pencil holder or lead holder. And what I do is I put my Kakamari nib in there and I write using that instead of using a dip pen. I worry with the dip pen that I'm going to like push it in too hard or mash it or something. And I saw this solution and I just thought it was great. I know we're not doing dip pens, but I just wanted to show you how I use my lead holder to hold my nib as well. I thought it was pretty cool. And now this nib is known for holding a lot of ink, so I just wanted to show you how much ink it held. And then once you're done, make sure you clean off your nibs. Never forget. And yeah, you just pop it right out. And it's ready to be put away. I found a couple of those lead holders on AliExpress. I think it was AliExpress, if not Amazon. I'll put the links in the description for those lead holders. They're a great deal. They were not expensive at all. Now, I have 3 of these pens. These are the Ferris wheel press fountain pens. These are like the lower grade, so I think I paid $10, if that, for these pens. I believe they were either clearance or I got them with the rewards that I get from spinning a wheel every day. And yeah, I like the way they write. They write very consistent. There's no skipping. The ink flows very nice, and yeah, they're really nice pens. I'm just gonna show you one pen. I got the same size pen, just different colors, because I like a medium nib. I think it's a medium nib. No, I don't even know. And then here is the weird pen. This pen was so weird. I opened it up and it has like this barrel that you kind of like have to press it in to get the ink going. It's kind of like the paintbrush that water brush that I just filled. But instead of you turning the plunger and lifting a plunger, it kind of has like a squeeze mechanism that kind of like sucks it up. You see that? That's like a rubbery cover of some sort. It's very, very odd. So second try, I actually got the ink to go in. First try didn't work, but second try it did. And just remember to clean the pen tips before you start writing. Number 1, you don't want any drips, and number 2, you don't want to dirty your fingers, which by the end of this video, my fingers get really, really dirty. That's okay. And this is a nice pen. It's a very fine point, so you can definitely use this kind of like a sketch pen if you want. The ink that I put in is very light, so I'm not going to hold that against the pen, but it's definitely a finer nib than I'm used to. And I got 3 of them, but that's okay because I like them. And I think they'll serve their purpose. They'll definitely serve as great fine liners with any ink that I have that's like a permanent ink and meant for calligraphy. Just another note, another tip. don't forget to clean out your pens when you're done using them so that they don't clog up. That's my worry with this kind of pen. I can't clean it out completely, and if it gets clogged, I think I'm kind of screwed, but we'll see. I'll only use one pen for the moment and then see how that goes before I fill them all up. And then this pen is like a see-through regular fountain pen that I'm used to seeing, and I end up like having to repair 2 of those pens because I had ink in them. And this is the one that I put the India ink. Those 2 pens I put India ink in, but because of the barrel, the cartridge that's in here, I'm able to clean it out. So during the video, I actually put them to soak in water and I cleaned them out and they're working fine now. So actually, I don't know if the blue one is. I haven't written with it, but I definitely was able to clean out the cartridge. I'm not sure if I clogged the actual pen nib, which will suck, but that's where we are with those pens. And those actually were the first fountain pens that I ever purchased on AliExpress. If you're okay with buying stuff from AliExpress, I'll try to find the link that had these pens, but I bought these a long time ago, so I'm not sure if the store is even open still. But if it is, it'll be in the description of the video. Okay, moving on to my, I guess it's not a big regret, but I purchased these pens. I thought they were so cool. Travel fountain pens. You open them up to reveal like a regular size pen in it. You flip it over and you write with it. Well, it turns out that they come with 0 cartridges in it. And not only do they come with 0 cartridges, but they're not like the usual size cartridge that I have in any of my fountain pens. So I can't even like switch a cartridge to use this pen. It's not possible. So I kind of have like these cool pens that don't work. I even tried to use the Pilot cartridge, but the actual barrel of the cartridge was too wide, unfortunately. So if anybody watching this video can recommend a size cartridge or where I can find a cartridge that'll fit this pen, drop it in the comments. I really would appreciate that. I've tried to look, but I'm like worried that I'm going to buy a wrong size and then have more stuff that doesn't fit things. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just 2 little pens that don't work than getting more stuff that doesn't fit or work. Because at the end of the day, these were not very expensive fountain pens. I was so disappointed with these pens. I opened them up on stream. I think it was a stream that I opened and played with these, and I was so disappointed because here I'm thinking I'm gonna play with these new pens that I was excited to play with, and there's no ink. Like, ink can't go in there. There's no cartridge. Ugh, disappointing. But anyway, now this pen that I'm using now, it's my actual go-to pen when I'm writing in my journal. And it's so nice. I like the weight of it. I like the nib. The point is very nice. And I bought it in a thrift shop. It was just like, I just happened to come upon this thrift shop. I bought a dip pen as well, which is a piece of junk. It's so pretty though, but it's a piece of junk. It's actually in the video all the way to the back, that's sitting on in between the little ghost and the little pot. There's like a little white pen there. That dip pen is beautiful, but it's just, it's only for viewing pleasure, not using pleasure. Yeah, so that pen is nice. And then this one, I like this pen. It came as a set with a paintbrush that had two different size brushes on it. Wacky. If I remember to link that video in the corner, I'll do it. But I liked the pen. It was nice, but it has that nib with a little like lip on it, and it spews way too much ink out for me. I had to refill it too much while I'm using it in my journal, and when I'm writing, I don't want to stop writing to refill my ink. I want as little stopping as possible when I'm writing in my journal, so it's not for me. The pen is perfectly fine. It works perfectly fine, but it's just not for me as far as the amount of ink I can use during my writing time. You know what I mean? The best for last. The last pen that we're going to see today is this chunky one, and I'm gonna put ink in it, and the ink that I'm gonna use is the Noodler's ink, and this one is a green color, and it's a wonderful green. I think I'm obsessed with inks, and it's okay. They'll get used. They will get used, if not passed down and used eventually. I believe that. But these pots of ink come with so much ink. It's just wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to fill this pen up, and I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it up until the ink runs out, hopefully. But again, it's that type of nib that has like the lip on it, and it's just a little too it's a little too much ink coming out for me. But with this nib, I was having a hard time getting it to start. So what I ended up doing was opening it up, and the little plunger that sucks the ink up, I kind of got a little bit of water to go into the pen through the nib. So I kind of refilled it with the nib on still. And that kind of like opened up the flow, I guess, of the ink, because it wasn't flowing, or it needed air to go through it. I'm not sure. But once I messed with it and got the ink to go all the way to the top, and then I pushed a little plunger up so that I can try to get a little bit of water into the cartridge to kind of get it going again, then it was working perfectly fine. I show you a little bit of a close-up with it as well, but yeah, it's writing fine. It's doing what it needs to do. It's a little light, I think, because of the water, but I'm sure it'll get darker as I continue to write and the true color ink shows through. Well, so far I do recommend this one. This one is fun so far to play with and to fill. This one is a learning curve. That was interesting. The way you fill the ink. It's interesting. I've never seen that before. But yeah, we figured it out, right? Problem solvers. And I managed to repair these, which was nice. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some insight on what to do and what not to do as well. If you have any questions, or if you want to see a little bit more in depth of one of the pens, you just let me know in the comments, and I will try to make that happen. Peace and love.